Hi, it's Dr. Leslie Ellis here, and welcome to my short and free video session on dreams. In these 3 short videos, I'm going to tell you how to recall and record your dream, how to incubate dreams so they may answer or comment on different problems or issues that you might be wanting them to help you with. And then I'm going to talk about why it's so important to pay attention to your dreams. And finally, I'll give you some ideas about how to work with your own dreams. So stay tuned and welcome. So this first short video is going to be about 5 or 10 minutes on how to recall and record your dreams. This is the question that I get asked most often when I tell people that I work with dreams and I've written a book about dreams. They'll say, "Oh, I don't have any dreams," or "I don't remember my dreams." And so if you're one of those people who doesn't remember your dreams as well as you would like or as often as you would like, then this is where you're going to find some really good ideas about how to change that. So the first thing I would suggest is that you simply set the intention to remember more dreams. And coming here and listening to this video is a really good start. Just getting dreams more in your top of mind and more in your consciousness can bring them more to the surface. So listening to this video is a really good start. And then the other thing I would do is have an invitation to your dream life by keeping a dream journal or a recording device handy right beside your bed so that it's there when you go to sleep at night and it's inviting you to fill it with dreams. And then the other thing you can do is you can ask your dreams questions. And dreams don't necessarily respond to specific direct questions, but there is a way that when we're sleeping, our brain is running a kind of a different program. And so we can tend to think along different tracks or a little bit more creatively and visually than we do during the day. So if we have a particular problem or issue that's completely eluded us and we've gone around the same circles, sometimes sleeping on it and dreaming about it is what really helps us come up with a creative solution that has eluded us. And a lot of creative projects and inventions have come about this way through dreams, including, for example, Einstein's theory of relativity. And some of the Beatles songs, like Yesterday, were spurred by dreams. So how to incubate a dream would be, as you're going to sleep, to really mull over the question or the issue that you would like your dream to maybe comment on and think about it, but in a kind of a diffuse way. Dreams aren't going to respond with a direct, clear answer because they're not coming from that logical, linear side of our brain, but more the creative, visual side. So they will give you a commentary potentially. And so feel that question in your body as you're falling asleep. And it really is helpful also in this case to write it down in your dream journal that's sitting there by your bedside. Writing the question down has been shown to really be a successful way of incubating dreams. And then you can treat the dreams from that night and the next night or two as if they're an answer to your question or to the issue that you are asking your dreams to comment on. And then later on, I'll give you some ideas about how to take that further and work with what your dreams have brought you. So the best way I know to recall dreams, and there are many, but this is really, I think, the absolute best place to try and capture your dreams is in this transition from sleeping to waking, because we have several REM sleep periods in our life, in our night, and each REM period gets longer toward morning, and we dream throughout our entire sleep cycle. But during REM sleep, that's when our dreams are the richest and most emotionally toned and interesting. And so right before we wake up in the morning, we are very likely to be having some good dreams. And we're also not able to recall many of our dreams because the parts of our brain, the brain architecture that is really designed to record memories, is sleeping for the most part, unless we have cultivated the ability to wake up in our dreams and be lucid, which is a good way, but a more complicated way to recall your dreams. Then we only recall dreams when we're in that transition state, because as we start to wake up and become conscious, then the recorder turns on and we're able to recall our dreams better. So in the crossover, you still have access to your dream life, but you're in a frame of mind and a state where you can recall something. So feel like you can feather between those two states. So when you're first waking up, don't move your body, don't open your eyes. Both of those things can actually take your dream and slip it right back underwater. So when you first are aware you're waking up, just go, where was I? Was I just dreaming? And if so, what was I dreaming about? And try to pull back anything that you can remember, even if it's just little snippets of details, because I find when you pull the thread, more will come. And if you let yourself drift in and out of this liminal space, you might start dreaming again, and your dream might continue. And it's also, it can be an incredibly enjoyable state if you have the luxury of not having to get up right away. And so what I do is, when I've caught pieces of my dream that way, and you'll probably not often get the entire dream. They'll always feel like there's been more left on the table than you can remember, but catch what you can, and you'll find that there's more there than you realize. And I tend to rehearse it in my mind a couple of times just to make sure that it's really recorded, because in this liminal state, our memory works, but not very well. So I try to really lay it down in my memory. And then before I get up and get on with my day, and before you do, I would recommend that you write down as much as you can about your dream. Even if you don't have time to do the whole, write down all of the details, write down a few key words or phrases so that you can pull the dream back later if you need to do this later. But the earlier you do it, the closer to the actual time that you're dreaming, the more you'll recall and the more detail you'll have. And I would say even like the small dreams and snippets that don't seem meaningful, write them down. And what you'll find, and what I found many times, is I'll go, oh, that wasn't really much of a dream, but I'll write it down and I'll fill in the details as much as I can, and more will come. And sometimes I'll fill a whole page or two when I thought maybe I only had a sentence or two. So this is my best advice for recalling dreams, is to really take advantage of those liminal states. And napping is another place where you can kind of drift in and out. And if you haven't had enough sleep, your body will go straight into REM, because it makes up for the REM we've lost. So if you nap, your chances are you fall asleep and you'll have dreams right there. So that's also another place to catch them in the in-between space. So have fun with that. So my final suggestion for having more dreams and recalling more dreams is to simply develop a good relationship with your dreams, to love and enjoy your dreams, whether you do anything more with them or not, because what you value and attend to will tend to grow in your life. And even the dreams that you think are maybe not such good dreams, really pay attention to those as well. Try not to judge them too harshly, because sometimes dreams speak in this very melodramatic language, and they can look kind of gruesome and gory sometimes, and you might label them a nightmare when really they're just it's their dream's way of getting your attention sometimes. And so they're not always what they seem to be on the surface. And so try not to judge them too harshly. And there's a lot more I could say about that, but I'm going to keep it to simply this piece for now. And I would recommend doing things with your dreams if you want to remember them more. Engage with them. Tell someone your dream, especially if it's a really fun dream or a scary dream, just so that you can share that. Write your dream down really in detail. Sketch, ponder your dream, carry your dream with you in your body, especially if it's a dream that felt really delicious and you wake up with this lovely sense of having been in a wonderful place in your dream. You can go back to it in your mind's eye during the day when you've got a mental space to do so, and your dream can really keep bringing you that good feeling that it brought, or the question it brought, or the information that it wants you to pay attention to. So in the next session, I'm going to give you some ideas about why it's so important, once you've got these dreams, to pay attention to them. So we'll see you in the next video.